All right, hello everyone. Welcome to SacAnime.
It's birthday today, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I hate that guy. All right, hi everybody. Welcome
I got
to
sick last night.
Roger. All right.
Just power through.
All right. Hello everybody. Welcome to SacAnime official YouTube page. We're here today interviewing Steve Blum.
My name is Roger Craig Smith, and I'm an alcoholic.
Right on the set.
So let's just get right into it before Roger keeps us up. Okay, so
Oh God, he's taking his pants off.
Oh Jesus. All right. So was voice acting always a part of the plan for you?
No, it was not part of a plan for me. I didn't have a plan really.
No plan?
No, I was a crappy musician playing R&B music during the 80s, opening for heavy metal acts. So
I see.
any plan I had was not very well thought out. No, I started by having the deepest voice in a mailroom,
Oh, nice.
working for a film company, and I had, I guess, because of my musical sensibility, I was able to match the lip flaps on an anime, a Japanimation as they called it back then.
Really?
And so I just started doing it for fun, and because they gave me free breakfast and lunch to do it on the weekends. So I just did it for fun, and eventually just started booking more roles and stealing stuff from other actors. And
All great actors
then-
steal, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, you have to. Stole their cars, stole their children.
Nice.
That worked too. Yeah, but all of that, helped to influence all the choices I made since then. Which, the ones that didn't bring me to jail actually helped me to grow as a person. So eventually, I was able to parlay it into a career quite by accident, and didn't start doing it until I was about 40 years old.
Oh, I see.
So full time.
I see. Now before you started doing it full time,
Yep.
you were in this anime that called Cowboy Bebop, which has a huge following.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
No, yeah. Yes, I
I
have.
was like, oh, sorry, you're the wrong guy. Whoops. Yeah. So, what were you doing when you were working for Cowboy Bebop, which was like huge enough to the point where it's like, why would you need to have another job?
Well, because it didn't pay anything. I mean,
the
Cowboy
hell?
Bebop, for 26 episodes and a movie of Cowboy Bebop, I made less than I make on one episode of Star Wars Rebels.
Interesting.
It doesn't pay. Anime doesn't pay. It's paying.
Is that the case today now?
It's
or?
still the case today. It's
Interesting.
paying, I think, $12 more an hour now than it did all those years ago.
Interesting.
So you can't make a living at it unless you're doing it every single day, and you're writing and you're directing and you're doing other things in the industry. If you're just a voice actor in anime, you cannot support yourself unless you have a very, very inexpensive lifestyle, live in a tent somewhere. So I did it for fun for many, many years
I
before I really could even consider it as a career. I had to start booking commercials and other things to support me.
I see. You're also in a lot of video games, like since the 90s, right?
Yes.
So, can you explain the contrast between doing anime and doing something like an anime or a cartoon like Rebels or Rescue Bots, that kind of thing?
Yeah, well, video games is more of an isolated experience. I'm in the room by myself. We're on a time crunch. We have to get through sometimes 600 to 1,000 lines in a 4-hour session.
I see.
And you have to do 10 different incarnations of every one of those lines, just because you never know how they're going to fire in the game. So that's the biggest distinction from doing original animation. Also, original animation, we get to work with a cast, typically, and we get to play off of the other actors. So there's a lot of improv that takes place, a lot of shenanigans that take place, and it becomes the director's job to be a kindergarten teacher, pretty much more than a director at that point, just trying to keep everybody on focus.
I mean, imagine this working with DC Douglas does to you, right?
Oh, my God. That guy alone, just to keep him clothed, is a challenge. I mean, DC is, as we know, he's a naughty bot, and
Very naughty bot,
he's
yeah.
a lot of fun to work with. But he's one of my dearest friends. We have a great time, and the Rescue Bots crew in particular has become a family. We text each other every day, pretty much.
Yeah, I see that. What? The battery's low? You have 2 batteries in there, Matthew? What the hell? It's flashing?
Let's take a break for a battery change.
Fortunately, we don't have another
We'll be
battery.
back after these messages.
It's okay. We'll just wrap this up by saying, by asking you, what advice would you give to aspiring voice actors?
I would say do it because you love it, first and foremost. Don't ever do it for fame or fortune, because chances are neither of
anime
those
doesn't
will
pay
happen.
well.
Yeah, well, and chances are in the industry anyway, it's not going to pay enough to sustain you. But just do it because you love to do it,
see.
period. And then go to iwanttobeavoiceactor.com. It's written by D. Bradley Baker, costs nothing, and it's like a masterclass for
Your
free.
co-star on Box Trolls, right?
Where did that come from?
That's awesome. All right, guys, this has been the interview with Steve Blum for Summer SacAnime 2016. We're running low on battery, so we got to go. But www.sacanime.com, get information for the next SacAnime. See guests like Steve Blum. He comes back here often. So in case you missed him this one, keep a lookout for the next one. Maybe.
Yeah, what he said. Bye.